Hey guys, welcome to my INAV configurator setup series. Today we'll be focusing on flashing the INAV firmware on our flight controller and making sure it works. To get started, you will want to go to the description and click on the link below. That will take you to the INAV configurator download page. The most current one for me is 2.4.1, but I'm sure the same process will work in the future. You'll want to select the version that fits your operating system. In my case, Windows 64-bit version, and click it and it'll start downloading in the background. You'll want to open up the zip file. I'm using WinRAR to do this, and just drag it to your desktop. Once you do that, you'll want to go to the Impulse RC page, which I have linked in the description below, and you'll want to click the Impulse RC driver fixer. Do not, and I repeat, do not download the Impulse OSD. That is not the correct one, and you will be very surprised when you see that you do not have the same application that I do. You'll want to drag this to your desktop, same thing as we did before. I already had it there, so I'm going to click replace, but you should have no problems in that area. Once you have that on your desktop, you want to double click it with your flight controller connected. Make sure it is connected because it will not work otherwise. Once it detects it, it will start installing the DFU driver and everything you need in order to flash INAV. Once you have completed it, it will say success, the driver's fixed, and Google Chrome if you have Google Chrome running, and then it will have a few issues, but no worries, this will still work. Now that we're done with that, we can go into the INAV configurator. Go into inavconfigurator.exe. Once we have INAV open, we will want to make sure that we are in DFU mode in the top right corner. Not being in this mode may result in an unflashed flight controller. It should already be in DFU mode from the driver fixer. If it is not, check your flight controller's manual and put it in DFU mode manually. Next, what we want to do is go to the firmware flasher and choose the board that we are going to use for this. In my case, I am using the Mamba F405 stack. So that's what I will select and choose the latest firmware, make sure that it is stable. Next, what you want to do is you want to make sure that full chip erase is enabled and click load firmware online. Once it is loaded, you'll want to click flash firmware and make sure that the flight controller is still connected. Once that is completed, you'll see programming successful, and you may now connect to the INAV software. In my case, I am going to be using a mini quad with 3 to 7 inch propellers, in my case 6 inch propellers. Alright guys, this has been part 1 of the INAV configurator series. Meet me in part 2 to see how to set up the hardware and the basic settings of the flight controller. If you have any questions or problems, please leave them in the comments below and I will answer them as soon as I can. See y'all soon!